Hey everyone, it is now the beginning of July. I wanted to give everyone an update of how our garden was doing. We got some stuff going on. Okay, first we'll go over here. We have some beautiful zinnias and lots of little ones getting ready to come on. There's that one. We got this one right here. We have some sunflowers that are getting ready to open very soon. Quite a few of them have little heads on them. Our corn has gotten extremely tall. The weird markings, we had a little bit of a fire incident, but they're okay. We have lots of little ears growing. I think that's what they're called. Our tomatoes, we got some very exciting updates for the tomatoes. Look at all those. These are the early girls. They're looking beautiful. We have some more up here. It's getting pretty tall. We're gonna look up a string method to try to get this a little bit taller here. These ones, that one looks like it's starting to blush. These are the big boys. Got a bunch of big ones right there and a few more up on the top. It's also getting very tall. Our aromas here in the middle. We've already picked 2 off of them, and it's got a bunch on there, and they're starting to blush. You can see that one down in there. These ones are our beefsteaks. This is our biggest one right here, if you can see it from right there. It is huge, so those 2 are starting to blush. And then it's got some fruit right there, a bunch of fruit right there. This one's getting really tall. We moved the trellis up a little bit. You can see this one, how much higher above the T-post it is. That one's like flush in line with the T-post, but even then we can't stake it all the way up, so we're gonna try a string method on it. Behind us here we have a massive zucchini. Last garden tour video there was a even bigger one right over here. Unfortunately it got a vine borer inside of it, and I didn't know you could dig those out and possibly save the plant, and so I got it out, but I didn't try to replant the plant, so it died and I had to pull it out. But this one, it's got a bunch going on that side. It's got a little baby one down there. And it's got some down there. And it's pretty big. These leaves are huge. But so far it's doing okay. We have a big sunflower. Make these look so crazy. But it's getting pretty tall. I tried to stake it up, but I mean it's pretty thick, so that little stake didn't really do much. This zinnia was over on this side, but it was getting taken over by the zucchini plant that was right there. So I transplanted it right here, and I thought it was gonna die, but it made a good recovery. Looking pretty. Got some more zinnias right there. And then this other sunflower right here has 2 getting ready to come up on it. On the peppers, I went ahead and pulled off all the little tiny peppers that were on there. That way the plants could focus on growing bigger. These ones are the ones we started from seed inside. They never got peppers on them, and they've gotten a little bit bigger, but we'll see. This one's probably the biggest one out of them, and it's not even really that big, but we'll see. These are the ones that I got from the feed store. This one over here is a Cayenne long skinny, and it's doing pretty good. And then this one you can definitely tell has gotten bigger, along with those 2. The habaneros at first I thought were just gonna die, but you can see that one has a bunch of new growth on it. That one's catching up, but they're both still kind of small, so we'll see how the habaneros do. My tomatillos are going wild over here. we've already harvested 2 of them off of it. And they're pretty small. I don't know how big they're supposed to be, but they're pretty wild. I need to stake up some more. That one, that one. That one's sticking off all wild over there. Our onions are still going. This one's the biggest one right here. This one's a red onion. That's the biggest one. Garlic is still all here. I really don't think this is gonna do anything, but I just haven't pulled it out. I pulled out one of them back there, but I have left these 2. I've thought about planting some dahlias right there, or some zinnias, or something, maybe nasturtium, but I just haven't done anything yet. This is new since our last garden tour. I got a huge hibiscus. These flowers, when they're open, they're bigger than my face. It's funny saying that, but it is. And it's huge. I haven't planted it in a good pot yet. I'm just trying to make sure I water it. So we'll figure out what we're gonna do with that. These peppers were the other ones I got from the plant nursery, and I did the same thing. I pulled off all the peppers that were growing on them. I got a decent little harvest of peppers, but I want the plants to focus on getting bigger. I think I say grasshopper or locust because of that right there, but something been coming and eating the plants all the way down to the nubs. So I think that's what that is. Not 100% positive, but I come out here and I see them on the plant, so I try to pull them off. The dahlias were doing beautifully. I mean, they're still got some flowers, but I think I need to give them some fertilizer. And another thing that I recently got was a sapphire cypress. Haven't planted it or anything, but I really like the color of it. I do have another dahlia over here. This one's got some beautiful flowers on it. I just love the dahlias. But yeah, garden's doing pretty good. It's really hot. It's kind of miserable coming out here unless we come out in the early morning or in the evening like it is now. And we can tolerate it, but it's not fun. But we are definitely enjoying the garden, enjoying seeing the fruit grow. Sad that, like I said, we lost that big zucchini, which was bigger than that one when we lost it, I think. But at least that one's still pulling through. And the peppers are finally doing something and getting a good amount of tomatillos that I forgot to show y'all. We got a bunch there. And then we got some over here and there and on that side down there. So everything's doing pretty good. Thank you for checking out our garden today.